Good morning, South Africa. We've got the latest news stories and headlines in South Africa on Monday, January 31, 2022. Now let's take a good look at the top 5 stories that have made headlines for today. COVID catastrophe, the slams Makhura over Gauteng PPE corruption. It's a battle of he said she said against the Special Investigating Unit. The issue of PPE corruption has been huge since the COVID-19 pandemic began. The Special Investigating Unit has found that the Gauteng Department of Education awarded massive irregular contracts for school decontamination. The DA is furious. But the party is also dealing with SIU findings against it in the Western Cape. The DA is calling for Gauteng Premier David Makhura to be held politically accountable for what it describes as a massive looting of taxpayers' money. The SIU found that over our 427,600,000 worth of contracts for decontamination were signed off by the province's education department. The DA says this is proof that the Gauteng provincial government is rotten to its core. Win gives update on allegations, threatens possible charges. Western Cape Premier Alan Wind has finally confirmed what has already long been in the public domain. The allegations against suspended community safety mech Albert Fritz relate to sexual misconduct. Wind has appointed an independent investigator who is currently looking into the allegations made by several women who had worked for Fritz. On Sunday, Wind provided new details on the matter and even threatened charges against Fritz. Wind suspended Fritz exactly a week ago in light of the allegations. At the time, he said he could not provide any details, in order to protect those who have come forward. Wind says he sought legal guidance and the permission of all the complainants, before confirming that the accusations are that of sexual misconduct. Shootout at ANC councillor's home days after being dragged out of office. Political violence is surging at the start of 2022. In the last 2 weeks, 2 councillors have been gunned down in various parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Now, ANC councillor, Nanziwe Rulesh, who went viral this week for being dragged out of her office in the Eastern Cape, has had gunmen open fire on her house. Rulesh is a senior ANC Amat Hole District Municipality Councillor and Mayoral Committee member. She made headlines when a video emerged of her being dragged out of the district's head offices and assaulted. Local police confirmed on Sunday that Rulesh's home was shot at during the early hours of the morning. According to reports, a man managed to get onto the property and began firing shots through the councillor's window. Thankfully, no one was in the room where the gunman shot into. Nanziwe Rulesh's 2 children were in the house and also escaped unharmed. Decomposed body of missing teenager found half-naked with multiple stab wounds to his back. Police said the decomposed body of a missing teenager was found half-naked with multiple stab wounds to his back near Harrismith. The 16-year-old Luyanda Mveleys of Interbazwi near Harrismith went missing earlier this week. The young man went missing on January 27, 2022 and was never seen since then. The police received a complaint of a body of a boy that was found in the veld near Scompler section of Interbazwi, Harrismith, police said in a statement on Sunday. On arrival at the scene, police found the teenager's body decomposed and half-naked with multiple stab wounds in the back. Mveleys' mother positively identified his body. Police said a case of murder is being investigated. 1 arrested in man's murder outside retirement village. The South African Police Service, SAPS, in Gauteng has managed to make a breakthrough in the tragic shooting of an elderly man outside a retirement village in Linden, north of Johannesburg. The 70-something-year-old man was returning to Darrenwood village on January 20, 2022 when armed men accosted him. Video first shared by Ian Cameron, an anti-crime activist and spokesperson for Action Society, shows the men pouncing on him as he is about to drive into the retirement village's yard. The security who had been approaching the gate notices the encounter and flees. The man appears to resist the hijackers' advances and is eventually shot and dragged out of his car. The criminals then drive off with his black Ford Fiesta. According to anti-crime activist Yusuf Abramji, 1 suspect was arrested in the south of Johannesburg and 2 vehicles were seized. It isn't clear if one of them belonged to the victim. This is Leah for the South African.